They say sequels are never as good, but the PlayStation 2 proves that's just not the case. Place your brain in the nostalgia position as Adventures in Tech reminds you why Sony's second console was the most popular games machine ever. By the turn of the millennium, it was clear that 1,000 years of human endeavour had been leading to just one thing: Sony's sequel to the 1995 PlayStation console. The first PlayStation had been a huge hit, but dominating 2 consecutive console generations was unheard of. Sony needed something special, and in September 1999, that's exactly what it showed off. The PS2 had style. Gone was the office equipment grey of the PlayStation 1 in favour of stealth bomber black. This was a fashion-conscious living room accessory, right down to its swiveling logo, while inside the Emotion CPU, built by Sony and Toshiba, promised to provide gorgeous visuals. That wasn't all the PS2 had to offer, however. Apart from a new look and swanky new hardware, Sony's machine had 2 secret weapons to help it win the console war. Firstly, it was backwards compatible, so the millions of PlayStation 1 owners could keep playing their old games. That gave it an edge over the GameCube and Xbox, whose predecessors were the incompatible N64 and Nothing, respectively. The PS2 could also play DVDs at a time when the format, which was co-developed by Sony, was just becoming popular. It's hard to imagine anyone could have doubted the PS2's powers, but at the time, its position as future gaming champion didn't feel quite so assured. One concern was the lineup of launch games. The excellent SSX and Time Splitters would eventually prove to be winners, but with Grand Theft Auto 3 still a year away, early shoppers were understandably cautious about a smattering of sports titles or fireworks puzzler Fantavision. Meanwhile, hardware shortages meant that only half of the planned 1 million consoles made it to the US in time for launch, while international gamers bemoaned the comparatively high price of Sony's machine, especially in the UK.
How much?
These things were obstacles for Sony, but there was one thing beyond hardware, beyond games, that bolstered the system's success. The PS2 was really cool. Sony had a machine that could appeal to a more mature crowd, and it pursued this idea relentlessly, cooking up bizarre, edgy promotion for the console, including a series of unsettling ads from surrealist director David Lynch.
Welcome to the third place.
Savvy marketing made PlayStation part of millennial pop culture, as essential as The Matrix, Napster, or those Budweiser ads. In October 2000, it all fell into place when Sony's cool console, games, and accessories raked in $250 million on launch day. Hit games followed, as did quirky accessories and a slim version, while rivals fell by the wayside. The PS2 sold more than 150 million units before it was discontinued in January 2013. A phenomenal achievement, but even if the PS4 or Xbox One somehow sells more, nothing could outstrip the importance of the PlayStation 2. Sony's second console is more than just a great piece of tech. It's a cultural artifact, the machine that was at the forefront when gaming grew up and the medium began to enter the mainstream. For services to video games, PlayStation 2, we salute you. What are your PS2 memories? Did you have a favourite game, or did you prefer the GameCube or Xbox? Let me know and check back next time for another adventure in tech.